always tracking, always watching, always alerting. You're watching News 25 Daybreak with Whitney Ray, Jordan Vandenberge, and meteorologist Scott Dimick. This is News 20.
Obama is calling the UN sanctions against Iran the toughest that country has ever faced. It's a story that needed 5 years, 4 billion miles, and 1 asteroid to tell, but finally a Japanese space probe returns to Earth. As a professional soldier, General Stanley McChrystal is no stranger to fighting for his country, but this morning, the commander of the U.S. forces in Afghanistan is fighting for his career.
These jokes on Twitter about wearing a certain kind of swimsuit that's revealing. I hope that that's not what he wears. I'm glad that I don't go to his pool, but at least he knows the forecast for today.
That's really not an image I exactly want to think about at 5:23 in the morning.
I imagine
thank you very much for doing that.
Someone is eating breakfast and has now stopped eating their breakfast at that image, so we'll just move right on.
6:04 right now, the man that has eluded authorities for nearly a week and reportedly carjacked woman at knife point is finally captured. Voting records in Vandenberge County can now be found online. Records dating all the way back to the 1890s can now be found with just a click of a mouse. Well, living in the cramped quarters of an apartment can be tough. Living with a roommate, it can be tougher. But when you have 100 roommates who just so happen to be snakes, well, that's something completely different. News 25 tracking the economy as new jobs and plenty of them will soon be coming to Owensboro. Welcome back to Daybreak at 6:26. Well, a disturbing trend is growing in America. Homegrown terrorist. A teenager who says he was just trying to avoid riding his bicycle home drunk is now behind bars. Police say the 19-year-old stole a motorized shopping cart because, get this, he thought he was too drunk to ride his bike home. This is surveillance video from the cop's car, and you can actually see the teen's bike on the back of the scooter. A grocery store employee reported someone driving off with the scooter. If it wasn't hard for police to catch up with the suspect because he was only going half a mile an hour, not exactly a high-speed chase. Today was supposed to be the day the new Arizona immigration law would take effect, but for the most part, that's not going to happen. Police in New York are looking for Darth Vader, and no, he's not really a Jedi Knight, but he does have a dark side. New York police are looking for a bank robber that disguises himself as the Star Wars character. Take a look. You can see him in full mask and regalia there and a cape, armed with not a lightsaber, but rather pointing a gun toward the teller. The man got away with cash out of the drawer. No one was thankfully hurt during the robbery. Police are now hoping someone will be able to identify the costumed suspect. So we want to know, do you think social media outlets like blogs, Twitter, Facebook are blurring the lines between fact and opinion? Other city officials make anywhere between $100,000 to $800,000 a year. Now get this, the average income in the city is just about $30,000 a year, so you can't blame him for being a little bent out of shape about that. It's a case of an emotional roller coaster, medical mix-up, and 2 devastated families searching for answers. Owensboro's River Park Center has a mortgage payment of more than $500,000 coming soon. The problem is they're struggling to find the money to pay it. With 2 weeks until the first bell of the new school year, some EVSC teachers and administrators are going door to door to talk to parents and students about some new upcoming changes. Officials at Churchill Downs are gearing up to host a 3-day music festival at the home of the Kentucky Derby.
All right, well, coming up today at 11 o'clock, you're
dancing. I was feeling it.
Did you expect to come up on camera that quickly?
No, I didn't. That's why you caught me dancing there.
I love it.
It's amazing what a little Photoshop can do, right?
Yeah.